Welcome to Lady Whistle Down Under. It's so great to have you both here.
It's great to be here.
Before we start, while we talk today, I'm going to be doing something I've been practicing, which is my Penelope listening face when she hears gossip. And I would love that if you want to participate in that as well, because it's a little bit like...
You're going to put me out of a job.
You are.
I don't know. Netflix can't scrap that tape. Get rid of it. Yeah.
Hey, season 3 feels like a perfect time to talk about something I love to talk to people about, which is the concept of love language.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I don't know if you've heard of it before, but we've got acts of service, gifts, touch, words of affirmation, and quality time. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in season 3, we're going to see what we've been waiting for such a long time, which is hopefully a beautiful love story. Mm. What would you say is your character's language of love?
It's interesting. I think Colin probably has a couple, but I think I started to realise that it's like quality time. I think he really appreciates like that, like just presence, just like and like undivided attention, because I think he's shared that his whole life with his family and his siblings.
That's so
and I
interesting.
think when he finds that in Pen, that she's just like devoted, you know, it feels
completely. Oh, I think Pen's is words of affirmation.
Yeah.
There's one moment in particular.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah, where she just hears everything she's needed to hear for her whole life, and yeah, it's an amazing moment.
And words are so important to her as well.
They are.
With what she writes, and
yeah.
you know, and of course I can see that with Colin traveling as well, and that quality time that he comes back and the first thing he wants to do is see his family.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to know, when you got your hands on this script, what was the moment that you were most looking forward to doing, without giving too much away, but when you looked at the script and you were like, this is going to be the peak of what I'm looking forward to doing this season?
Well, when we get the scripts, we get 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice because it means you can you solely focus on those 2 eps, and then you kind of get drip fed them as we go.
Right.
But I'd say in the first block, for me, it's a moment where they kind of resolve the issues from previous seasons, and we've seen a little taste of that in the teaser clips that have gone out. But there's just a moment where they kind of resolve everything, and it's something that had kind of been hanging over me a little bit of like what Colin was saying.
Like, it's really funny because poor Lucas had to deal with like Colin Bridgerton's misdeeds, and I'm like, he's a lovely boy, like he didn't do it.
I've just been getting a lot of grief for it, so it was a really nice, and also we talked so many times about how it kind of evens them out, and there's no power imbalance between them anymore.
Yeah,
she doesn't see him.
first time ever.
Yeah, so it was kind of like even playing field. And it was like free game. Then it got really exciting because it was like anything can happen between them.
Then you're like, here we go.
Yeah.
There was so much. Jess Barnell, our showrunner, got Luke and I on a Zoom a really, really long time ago, and she talked us through the season. So it was not quite the scripts, but hearing the story, and we were there on Zoom going, oh my God, that and this and more, and there's so much that happens this season. I was thinking this morning in the car, I was like, each episode feels like a mini movie.
Yeah.
Because they all have a very different energy. Colin and Penn are in very different places with one another in every single episode.
Yeah, totally.
So much moves on. It's really exciting. Yeah.
Well, look, I think we're all looking forward to seeing more Pirate Colin and Sexy Penn this season. And I hope you've had a great time in Australia, and thank you so much for chatting to me today.
Our pleasure. Thank you so much.
That was great. Thank you both.
I wish we had longer.